Finally, after weeks of teasing it, Yuga is back as he steps up for an exhausted Goha Yuna in what started off as an amazing, fun and enjoyable duel. Hello everyone and welcome to Dueling with Danton, and today we got lots to talk about as we dive into episode 38 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush anime series. An episode in where we see him return. Firstly, we're going to talk about Goha Yuna, because we get some highlights from her within this episode. As once again, she shows that she's more than just some rich girl who owns Goha, and someone who likes to Gagaga over Rovian. All the power for the machine is down, thanks to Valug's power, but through strength and grit, Yuna and Mutsuba helped to finish off the new fusion card. Now the segment does more than just highlight Goha Yuna, it also shows the respect building between Yuna and Asaka. As stated by Asaka herself, she now sees more within Goha Yuna. Originally, Asaka just thought that Yuna was a girl born into a toy company who lived just a rosy life. But after seeing her display of efforts and her determination and her spirit, Asaka now sees her differently, enough to actually help, when before, Asaka refused the Mutsuba's assistance. Interesting though that Goha at the minute is a toy company. Another few things I want to mention about this segment was the dude with the mustache that helped push the machine. Because this guy actually does look like Asana's grandfather from Sevens. Also, I love the machine sort of printing these cards inside a pack. But how messed up would it have been if the actual cards within that pack were something else from the set and not actually fusions? Like all that effort and you actually don't pull fusions, instead you pull a baby dragon. The only upsetting thing about Yuna's involvement throughout this entire arc is the fact is she did not have a full on-screen duel. However, even without that, she managed to improve as a character overall. And the way that they showed her being exhausted and not able to continue the duel was just evident of how far she pushed herself in order to kind of save Rovian and to help everyone else. And you have to respect that. We saw a lot of cool monsters within this episode. Monsters like the Dragiers, Magician's Valkyrie, who I don't think we haven't seen in a very long time. I could be wrong, but I think the last time she appeared was in the Pyramid of Light movie. But now I'm starting to think maybe she appeared in Goha Yuna's first duel, but I'll have let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. We also saw Udius's new ace monster, Greystorm Riviere, which is a really awesome looking monster and if used correctly can be very useful as you gain a double attack and both attacks will be at like 3,000 attack each. Not a monster card as such as well, but we did get to see Heavy Storm used by Udius, which is kind of cool as well, even if it was only used on one face down card, which makes it slightly irrelevant, but still nice to see. Now obviously with the return of Yuga, we also saw the return of Seven's Paladin, the Magical Knight. Well, briefly, as once again he draws for short straw when summoned, and gets mistreated basically, because, oh, he's here, he's gone. So it does seem like Yuga has been around a lot of different places within this kind of timeline, universe, but at the same time he's made connections with people like Udius, Yuna, Asaka, and now it's confirmed that yes, he knows of Zuijo. Which still makes me wonder if the other plan that I mentioned in my other review, because Yuga visited the Void Bakery, is currently in play. Or if there was a different encounter. We do get a few hints thrown at us within this episode to basically confirm that yes, this is the real Odo Yuga from Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. As of course we have Kaizo, and that Kaizo mentioned how he always likes mistreating drones, and we know from Sevens that Kaizo got heavily modified throughout the series as it went on. Plus, when summoning Sevens Road Magician, Yuga stated that it's been a while that, he's used it, and of course that does make sense because Sevens Road's been with Goha Yuna. Plus, we have Yuga himself saying the line, "Oh, of course, that's Valug, ha ha ha," and yes, you may just see Yuga having fun himself within this duel. However, you could also interpret that Yuga just sees Valug as being very strong and powerful and using an ace monster that's very similar to a very powerful duelist that also uses a dragon monster, Luke from Sevens. So he's kind of making similarities between the two of them. Now that might be a bit of a stretch, but that's one thing we can kind of add to the list of things that helps prove that this is the real Odo Yuga from Sevens. We just don't know how yet. And of course we can't forget the fact they did tell us outright that this guy was the guy who created Rush Duels. So yeah, this episode is an odd one. I really love seeing how all of the characters acted, from Yuna's fiery determination and spirit to Zuijo's villainous antics. And of course, you just being excited to see that guy again. Yuga is back and I'm so hyped for the next episode because it looks like it's going to be the finale of this arc, and I'm excited to see what dueling action we're going to get, what plot sort of threads are going to be revealed and branched off, and just everything that it's going to entail. So, if you want to explore it with me, make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment your thoughts down below. Are you hyped to see Yuga back once again? And of course, I hope you have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Alligator Matane. Goodbye.